Alright, before we create the head control, let's do a little bit of cleanup. If you look here, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got my head geo. I'm not even, it's called 2. I want it to be 1. I've got my root here. I've got my body here. Body, geo, okay. Whenever I created those circle joints, it created some empty nodes. I'm going to delete those. I've got my blend shapes here. Okay, so let's clean up a little bit. I'm going to go here and group my blend shapes. GRP blend shapes group, and I'm just going to turn them off. We can deal with them if we need to fix them. We can play with them later. And I'm going to put all my geometry into a group, and I'm going to call this geo group. Okay. Next, so it's starting to clean up a little bit. Next, I'm going to create a local control, and I like the circle square, so circle arrow as a local control. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Pull it up just a little bit. Alright. And freeze transformations. Remember, everything's supposed to be frozen. All of my feet controls, my hand controls are going to be locked up. Alright. And so this one I'm going to call local control. CTL. Alright. And I'm going to group it 3 times. Let's go back to our PDF. And this is how local control, rotate Z, rotate Y, rotate X, scale, and then character name global. So this guy's name is Buzz. So I'm going to group it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5 times. So scale, rotate X, rotate Y, rotate Z. Alright, and I'll group one more time. I'm going to call this Buzz, and if you want to call it a different name, Buzz Global. Right there. Okay. And now I'm going to take my root control, and my feet control, and I'm going to put it under local. So root control, local, foot control, left and right foot control. My geo I'm going to put under global. Alright, geo is under global. And then I'm going to create a do not touch node, and that's for the animators. They shouldn't touch these because those they grab from here. Alright, so let's look at our root control real quick. So we've cleaned up most of this. We've cleaned up a lot of this, but let's look at our root. Our root is not zeroed out. So we have a very simple way of zeroing this out. I'm going to go Command G, and it puts this root in a group, and I'm going to say root 0. Alright? And I'm going to copy the values from my root. So translate Z to translate Z, translate Y to translate Y into root 0. And you see that pushes it way up. And now I can zero this out, and it's back in place. So it's basically I'm putting the inverse and the attributes in my root 0 here. And I can zero out this translate Y and Z. And of course, I need to block these. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this geo group, and we're going to lock this up. Lock. Alright. Do not touch. We're going to lock this one up. Global, we're going to lock this one up. Okay. You can see that my controls follow now. Okay. We can also turn off our visibility for the legs. We can turn off the visibility for our hands so we don't see them. Doesn't mean they're not there, you just don't need to see them. And the head here, we'll turn that off once we get our control in there. Oh, also, we want to hide our IK handles. We don't want to accidentally grab those, so hide those. Alright. So now only stuff that we really need is grabbable.